Are you ready for the changes that are likely coming down on our industry here in the real estate space? And what I'm really asking is, how prepared are you for what happens as a result of the lawsuit? I know you've heard about it. I'm not going to go into the details, the drama, or whatever. I'm going to talk about what we are doing to prepare for it. I should say what we've already done to prepare for it and the difference it has made in our business already. And hopefully you can take some of these things and implement in your business. And even let's talk about this and figure out if you got something that's working, if we have something that's working. But at the end of the day, we are just looking to share what is helpful in our business. My name is Christian Stubbs. If you don't know who I am, I'm a team leader here at Onyx Homes. And I really just make this content to share and collaborate with other people in the real estate industry, especially with real estate agents. So if you are in the shoes of someone that's a little bit worried about what's going on with this lawsuit, this video is definitely for you. And at the end, I'm gonna share really what we have already done and the benefits we've seen in preparation for this. So before I get into all that, I wanted to share a quick little story that I typed into Google, and I went and just typed in real estate news, which is usually something that I do when I am doing research for writing our consumer-facing newsletters. If you're watching this video, if you're not getting in your email, go to onyxhomes.com/blog and make sure you register there. But this is, I make a consumer-facing newsletter. Every single week, we send out what we feel is the most relevant thing going on in our local market. Consumers love it. We get about 40% open rates to 12,000 people every single week, tons of clicks back to our website and lots of responses. So if you're not already doing an email newsletter and you want to see how we run it, just go to ocmarketupdates.com and you can register there. We won't call you or anything. We just send that email newsletter every Friday. So if you want to see how we do that, go for it. But anyway, back to the point is I typed in real estate news into Google, and one of the first articles that pulled up, I've got it over here on my computer, this is from Yahoo News, and it was incredible distortions in our marketplace. 45% of US real estate agents say they are struggling to pay rent. Another bad omen in the housing market, but 2024 could be better. They should have put a question mark at the end there. So this was interesting, and when I'm talking in real estate news, this was the second most trending article on the news. Really quite fascinating, especially in a year where there is such a there's two different agents right now. There are the ones that put their blinders on, put their head down and did the work, and there's the ones that didn't. And in there, you have agents that are up 20, 30, 40% in their business, and you have agents that are down 20, 30, 40% or more in their business. So this is not directly related to what I want to talk about, which is getting to the changes we've made preparing for the lawsuit. But I thought it was interesting, and it just kind of flowed together, at least in my mind, where there are so many agents that are struggling in this business right now. And we have taken this as a true opportunity to separate ourselves from most real estate agents out there. When I say most, I mean like 90% of real estate agents do not do the things that I'm going to share with you. And I have it in such a way that hopefully you can just copy and paste this into your business if you're not sure what to do. And I can say that just by our conversion rates on all kinds of different lead sources, this already works very well. So I'm going to walk you through our sales process. We've talked about this in other articles, but this is something that's made a tremendous difference. But I have two things for you first. If you are a real estate agent in 2023, 2024, and you're still asking questions like, are you pre-approved? Are you working with another agent? When do you want to buy or sell? You are absolutely asking the wrong questions. And if you're saying things like, let me know when you're ready to go, or call me for all your real estate needs, you are going to have to adapt and evolve through this next marketplace. I firmly believe that. We have to step up as real estate agents, as business owners, as salespeople, and as marketers in order to be successful through this business or through this shifting market. So I'm asking you to change your mindset from how can I convert this lead, and change that to I will provide as much value as possible so that this consumer in front of me would feel stupid not working with me, right? And if you are able to provide that much value up front, taking a line from John Checkblack here, you will not have to worry about your sales pipeline if you are consistently daily in and out adding so much value to the marketplace. You are not going to have to worry about your pipeline, nor are you going to have to worry about converting a lead. You're just going to be having people that want to work with you, and that's what we've seen in our business. So what we did in our business was we implemented our whole sales process, and we made it so that we're not recreating the wheel every single time. So if you want to check this out, you can go to onyxconversion.com. I put a full training together. I will not put that all in this video because it'd be way too long, but Onyx Conversion is a free training. You can go, you can log in, and you'll get our entire sales process, which we boiled it down to the 4 steps. But in the training, we go really in depth to the point of here is the email template, here's the text template, here is the scripting that we use for the different things. And all of this is value packed to the consumer. And what has happened is for our agents that have adopted this is we have seen conversion rates go up by 20, 30, 40, 50% with some agents in a very short amount of of time. I posted something a few weeks ago that 90 days from today, your business could be unrecognizable. And if you're watching this towards the end of a year, end of a quarter, or whenever you're watching this, in a really short amount of time, you really can completely change your business. So stop recreating the wheel, follow a process that really works. And this Onyx conversion is the process. So if you don't want to go through that, here is the basic version of it. There's 4 steps to it. There is becoming best friends, which is all that really is fancy for saying, is when you set an appointment, increase the rate of them showing up. So if you're setting appointments, you're always gonna have some percentage of leads fall off. And following this becoming best friends process is gonna keep you in front of them, adding value before you even meet them. This is gonna increase your MET ratio dramatically, which is just in that by itself is gonna have you selling more houses to more people. So leading with value is gonna help you meet more people. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is winning at that job interview. So whether you're at a property tour, whether your first meeting is a buyer's consultation, or maybe it's a seller and this is a listing consultation. Notice I didn't say listing presentation. Personally believe that if you're still at listing presentations, talking about how wonderful you are and how wonderful your brokerage is and how you're gonna do the best marketing ever versus having a consultation of what is best for that seller or that consumer, that I believe is where the direction the industry is going overall. Same thing for buyers. So number 2 is winning at that job interview. And it's understanding that whether it's a consultation, you're getting a contract signed, whatever it is, if you're at a property tour, you really have to make sure that you have delivered enough value to that person for them to think, yeah, I do want to go to the next step with this person. Buyer, seller, investor, whatever it is, you need to have that in your process. Step number 3 is earning the business. There is a very big difference between at the first showing versus getting a commitment. This is where you're turning leads into clients. And we do this on the buyer side through our strategy session. We do it through our seller side through a strategy session. Just one's for buyers, one's for sellers. And a lot of times this one's for both. So we go through an entire consultative process. And the goal here is to really go through a 45-minute to an hour-and-a-half consultation on the home buying or selling process. And at the end, we want to deliver so much value in that consultation to our consumer that they would feel silly not working with us. They've already talked to other real estate agents. I can guarantee you they have. And we want them thinking that, gosh, Christian gave me more information in the last hour and a half than the other agent gave me in 6 months. Obviously, we're gonna work with him. That's the goal of these consultations. And if my goal is to help more people, my entire focus would be having more of these strategy sessions with buyers or sellers constantly. And I would not be worried about my pipeline if I was doing several of these every single week. So that's number 3 is earning the business with a strategy session. And then number 4 is creating a game plan. Here's the big asterisk that your client agrees to. So whether that is somebody that's buying in or selling in 2 weeks or somebody that's moving in 2 years, create a game plan that they agree to so that when you follow up with your next step, you're not just checking in to see how things are going. You are following the game plan that you set in place that they agreed to. That part is really important because you can put a plan in place, call them 2 months later and they don't remember who you are. That means you did not add any value to their lives. Remember that. So the next time you're calling through your nurture list and you do not want to make those calls, probably because you screwed up a month ago or 2 months ago or a year ago, the last time you talked to them and didn't add enough value. That's our sales process. That is what we are doing. So if you do want to go check that training out, go to onyxconversion.com. It is free. You can just sign up, go through it, and hopefully it's something you can just implement into your business right away. Now, to wrap this up, this is what we are doing. And frankly, this is what we did about a year ago in our business. And we have really seen the difference in a really short amount of time. Even for an individual agent on our team that buys into this process, sees conversion increase almost overnight once they start going through the entire process with all of their new leads. If I were you and you do not have a sales process like this, especially one that you're recreating the wheel every time, just copy and paste this. Don't overthink it. All the scripts are in that training. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you have something that you've implemented into your business and it's working very well, drop that in the comments, shoot me a reply. I would love to hear that. Again, my name is Christian. I hope you found this valuable. If you did, share it with a friend in the industry and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.